You know, it was made while we were doing it. That's Julian. He's a painter. He collects things that he's attracted to and then deals with them. And that's what the making of the movie was for me. The things that he's collecting are things that are very dear to him. In this case, it's some biographical material, some invented material, and it's painting. The movie's very much about painting and artistic process. I love being around him. I love how he makes things. I'm down with it. I'm with him. So when he's making a movie about a painter that's very dear to him and he has a deep understanding of, and he wants me to inhabit that character, that's a beautiful place to be. And then, of course, the character, we're not seeking to explain him. We're considering certain things, and we're I think probably the most interesting thing was I knew always with a physical approach that I require, I was going to paint and he was going to teach me, and that was thrilling. And that was the key, because through the painting I really had a shift of how I see things, and that was essential to inhabiting the character. The painting was essential because that's concrete, and just like, you know, the character says, he doesn't think when he's painting. He's engaged in a way that's beyond thinking. And when you're doing something new, when you're learning something, when you have a shift of how you see, that's always a great place to be, because you're ready to be transformed. You're ready to think in a new way. And if you're guided and you put that new thinking and apply it to this impression or this inhabiting of Van Gogh, it becomes something very thrilling, not just in the work, but for your life. My intention is to have an experience with him and hope that that can be shared, shooting it in such a way that the audience is invited into this special place where I'm, through Julian, through his painting, through being these places, is speaking with him. It's really flirting with ghosts. And we're not explaining who he is, but we are trying to see who he is for us. And in that sincere approach, without a fixed agenda, really a search to see what our relationship is to him, I hope the audience comes along with us on that ride. There's a line in the movie, I believe, that where Gauguin says, "You got to paint from here." And why do you paint from models? I mean, why do you paint from things that you see? And I'm very interested in that, because I feel like that same way about acting. I'm very good working from a concrete thing. It goes away from that, but I have no trouble with you know, taking something that's a model and trying to not reproduce it, but get its essence and then work from there. Van Gogh said, "I have no ideas." I feel the same way, but that doesn't mean I don't feel, and that means I don't think. It just means that I don't have an agenda. And I feel like he was very much wanted to be sensitive to things in nature, and really God spoke to him through nature.